not really getting overwhelmed, or not really getting overwhelmed about a certain idea, or like something you can't control, something that's out of your control. So pretty much something like that. So just having like a stoic mindset, it's like, like a strong mind, like you can do it, like forget all the other nonsense, like focus on what you can do. And this was pretty much brought up back in time, way back in time, by some Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, that you guys probably heard of, and Seneca. These are all like Roman emperors that used to live back in the days, that actually came up with these kind of ideas, to like live a good and healthy lifestyle. Like they knew life was part of. They knew that negativity or like bad stuff was gonna come from life, and this is how they coped with it. This is how they got through their day-to-day lives. And honestly, it's a pretty good way of like living. Having this mindset, it's a pretty good way of living your life. To stay away from negativity and focus on what really matters. So, if you guys have been feeling some kind of burdens or negative mindsets, I'm pretty sure this book right here has some nice deep quotes for you to get by your day-to-day lives, and I'm gonna be reading a couple of those for you guys to hopefully inspire your mindset. And if you enjoy it, maybe you should grab yourself a copy and get more deep into this mindset. I very much recommend it myself. what you really want to focus on. You need to have you need to have an intent, like something good in your mind, and stick with it. Oh, this one's nice too. Know where you can go is more peaceful, more free of interruptions than your own soul. Your own soul. I think that's a nice one too. Like some people, I mean, this can work too. Some people go to the beach or to like some kind of sight view to enjoy and have some peace, which is going on. But why would you want to go there when you can have peace within yourself? And I think that's what they meant with this quote. Like, you can always be peaceful anywhere, really, as long as you know it in your soul. If you have a peaceful soul, you have a peaceful mind, peaceful heart, and those will be the vibes that you spread out. So maybe you should spend more time on trying to make your soul more peaceful and yourself more peaceful. Okay. Okay, look. This one says, remember that nothing belongs to you but your flesh and your blood, and nothing else is under your control. Literally, nothing else is under your control but your flesh and your blood. In other words, your actions, your thoughts, you have full control of. And anything else you don't. So knowing that, don't try to control things you cannot control, because that will literally be a waste of your time. So don't go there. You need to stop right now. The more you go there, the more you're gonna accustom your mind to go there. And it's all a thought process that you do not need to go through. So, and simply realizing this, you're doing great hurt. Once you realize this, stop. Like, when you realize it, that means you have found a way out of it. Okay, so this one's a little deep. And if you can't stop prizing a lot of other things, then you'll never be free, independently, imperturbable. So, pretty much, I feel like this quote's talking about like materialistic things, like. One second. It says, and if you can't stop prizing a lot of other things, then you'll never be free. So prizing, it's like, say you got a new car, for example, like instead of showing it off or like prizing it, why? Just let it be, like the more you prize it, the more you show it off, the more attached you're gonna get to it. And that's literally something materialistic. Like it's literally a material, like something. It's a thing. It means nothing. Like the more attached you are to that thing, the more it's gonna it's gone. You're nothing. Because you attach yourself to that prize so much. It means nothing, literally. So don't prize into material things. I don't think that's a good thing to do either. This one says, we need to excuse what our sparring partners do and just keep our distance without suspicion or hatred. Let me reread that. We need to excuse what our sparring partners do and just keep our distance without suspicion or hatred. That one's actually a little deeper. So that one I feel like is saying, that quote, I feel like it's saying, so like in a sparring match, you're obviously fighting, it's not as serious, but you're fighting still. And sometimes that's when you're sparring, your sparring partner, like, he may get a little agitated, a little too agitated and go crazy, Because sparring is supposed to be just practice, like tapping for fun, like just practicing your movements and whatnot. But some people get a little bit too violent because they take they hits too personal and they go crazy. So in a sparring match, you gotta forgive the person for their temper and whatnot, for not having their emotions under control. And I feel like that relates a lot to in life as well, like in anything really. Like you don't know what the other person is going through, so in any situation really, like you don't know what anybody is going through, so you cannot and you should not take these kind of things personal, like in any case, because like I said, you don't know what's on the other person's mind. You don't know what they just went through. If they're heartbroken, just lost somebody, or like it can literally be anything. You don't know their life story. So without knowing, if you don't know this, you should never take things personal from anybody really, not until you know the actual facts and you know the story behind everything. I feel like. Okay. This one says, I can control my thoughts as necessary. Then how can I be troubled? What is outside my mind means nothing to it. Wow, that one's cool. I can control my thoughts as necessary. So having total control over your thoughts is all you need to do right here. And with that, what is outside my mind means nothing to it. So as long as you have your mind and your thoughts under control, like, what can go wrong? Literally, nothing can go wrong. You can see something that you don't like, or, for example, somebody, like, littering, for example, or something, like, in your mind that it's bad, but you have no control over it, So as long as you have control over your thoughts, you're good. Oh, this one too. It doesn't hurt me unless I interpret it's happening as harmful to me. I can choose not to. It does not hurt me unless I interpret is happening as harmful to me. So you don't need to interpret certain things as it being harmful to you, like in a deeper level. Like you can literally play tricks on your mind or on yourself by saying to yourself, saying that like this doesn't offend me, this doesn't hurt me, like I'm okay, I'm great. Like I don't think a lot of people realize this, but our words have a lot of effect on us. Our words have a lot of effect on us, like more than we realize. Like some people joke around and say like I can't do this, like, or I quit, or I don't want to do this. Like people don't realize like saying those words, like you're putting your own self down, like, and like that's actually you're actually putting that energy out into the world. Like that's a big no-no. You gotta say the opposite. Like I can do it. I will do it. I am great. I'm blessed. I'm happy. All these words of affirmation you can say to yourself at all times, anytime, in the morning, middle of the day, and at night. And they hold power. They hold real power to you. Like, you can try it out. I believe that's a real fact. Okay. So this one says, do not pay attention to other people's minds. Look straight ahead where nature is leading you. Nature in general. Through things that happen to you and your own nature. Through your own actions. I like this one too because a lot of people tend to not think for themselves. They tend to think for other people for whatever reason. Like, say for example, you're out in the gym or outside or something, like, I don't know about you guys, but I have like this discernment where I can just feel things. I don't know if you guys know about the word discernment, but pretty much it's like you can see everything. Like emotions, like you just look at a person and you can just see like if they're good or being good or bad to you, like, or their true intentions, but anyways. Yeah, so they tend to pay attention to your mind and how you think and what you're doing, and like it's weird, man. Like you need to start living for yourself at all times. As long as you know what you're doing and you know what you gotta do and you know the very next step, just do it and you'll go places. this one says, a resolve to accept whatever happens as necessary and familiar, flowing like water from that same source of spring. That pretty much just goes back to, the meaning of Stoic or Stoicism. They also, if you're like really into it, into this kind of things, this kind of stuff, there's also something called part of Marcus Aurelius is called amor fati. So pretty much that saying says what stands in the way becomes the way. So there is no obstacles. There will never be obstacles because what's in the way is literally the way. So you need to make it the way, I think that's what they meant from that quote. But yeah, you guys, that's a little bit of stoicism for y'all. I hope it meant a little something to you guys and they changed, your mind, your perspective on certain things. And yeah, I hope you guys benefited from it.